Hello and welcome. I'm going to guide you through this quick watercolour painting of some beautiful anemones. I did this in my sketchbook and there's a link in the description to see the full-time live video. So check down there to see. I started off by using a round brush and then I started painting with some lovely purples and blues. It doesn't really matter, just choose the colours you like, but I used a mixture of really lovely clear purples and blues. Here I added some diluted bleach, which I always use in my art, and you can see more information about that in some of my other videos. I'm just creating the center of the anemone here, and they're really dark usually, and I'm using a black water soluble pencil to create the frilly bits. I've forgotten what they're called, sorry. And the I want to say antenna, but they're insects, aren't they? So that doesn't work, does it? So I just like create little dots, and then I come back in and use the pencil and a bit of sandpaper, and you know how you see the pollen collecting on the petals and makes it like a dusty feel, and that's the effect you get, and it gives a really lovely realistic effect to it. And then I just, in my sketchbook, it's an A4 sketchbook and it's on just normal mixed media paper, and I don't really worry about thinking, oh, it's like two separate pages. I count it as just one big spread, so it's like A4 size, which folds out into A3 size, so it's a nice space to paint, and it gives me freedom to move about so I can be loose and spontaneous. Here you can see me doing the same things over and over again, but you just like use different colors, different tones, add a bit more bleach, make some a bit darker, make some a bit brighter, so you've got lots of interest in your painting. I also added some greenery as well, just add some foliage around. Go and take a look at the flower that you really want to paint and just have a study of it. Look at photos if you can't get the real thing, and have a look at like how many petals it has and the structure of the flower, and this really helps with your watercolor painting. And if you're not confident, you can draw out what you want to really lightly. I often use if I'm going to draw anything, I use a water soluble pencil, and it sort of melds in as you paint. Here I'm creating some like different color ones and just going across the page and making an interesting composition. I usually like to use the rule of the thirds. Go and look that up as a composition. It's usually like where you split your paper into a grid and you concentrate on 1/3 of the painting to make that more intense, so your eye is drawn to that. Again, I love using water-soluble pencils along with my watercolour. I love to use them to drag the paint, and also I use a lot of blotting. This whole painting was just done with one brush, so you don't need lots of supplies, and it's a very limited colour palette as well, and it makes it quite effective. Gives you like a really effective result. So go and have a play, go and like experiment using different tones of the same color that you have, that you can create different tones by just adding more water to make it lighter, or using more paint to make it darker. You don't have to have a lot of different colors, and just go and make a really pleasing composition. Go and have a try and have fun, and thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I have hundreds of informative watercolor process paintings. There's lots of lives for you to go and watch, so go and check them out. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. Bye.